Steffen, welcome to the Ultimate Masterclass, and it's been 2 days of fantastic education, everyone here. It's been really progressive, and tomorrow's going to be another great day. Going back a little bit, congratulations on your fantastic success at London and with Ravel. And I guess what people really like to know is what's Ravel up to now?
He is actually semi-retired. He is up in Northern California with his owner, Makiko Yamazaki. She has a wonderful time working with him, and just is learning so much. But she also said, it's not quite as easy as she thought. There's still some moments when Ravel decides to walk instead of doing a perfect piaffe, and she understands it is a bit tricky. He's a generous horse, but he figures out very quickly if he doesn't really have to do it. And that's what semi-retirement is all about. It's okay.
Yeah, it's great.
If he doesn't want to do it one day, we'll do it a bit tomorrow.
Yeah.
And the plan is for Akiko to keep him in shape.
Yep.
Until April next year. And at the Del Mar National in San Diego, we'll do an official retirement party.
Oh, that'd be great.
Yep. And I go up once a month to help Akiko a little bit, and I'm just still so fascinated how much he wants to do and how good he looks, and how good Akiko and he work together.
Yeah, it's great. It's a credit to you and the training for sure. And your new horse Legos looks really exciting. I haven't yet seen him in the real. He looks fantastic. Plans for him?
The plans at the moment, Roger, one more national show in November, and then starting with the big league in Florida for the 5-star, the World Dressage Masters late January.
Yep.
And I think that will be his first time in the real big picture. I'm looking forward to it, because I felt like if we had to do it this year in London, he could have replaced Ravel, but it was too soon.
Yeah.
I don't think he was quite ready.
Yeah.
And now I felt like he's telling me he's ready. And I think that is a neat situation. Sometimes we put this pressure on us and decide to do a show and try to put everything together last minute, and it just creates a lot of confusion, tension, resistance. And to be honest, right now I had days where I just would love to go over, do a few indoor shows right now, because he's so well, and I'm still so driven.
He looks energetic.
Very energetic, but also relaxed at the same time. This wasn't the case when we started. The walk was a bit difficult, and now we practice it over and over again. And he's received already some 8s for the extended walk, 8s for the collected walk. And the highlights are the piaffe passage. He's received a 10 for the passage, received a 10 for transition, a 9 for the piaffe, not a 10 for the piaffe yet. Maybe that's in there. Yeah. So, just so many wonderful highlights.
We're so young to be scoring those marks already with the lack of experience and confidence he's got in the ring so far. 10 years right now. It is exciting, but let's not fool ourselves. At the end of the day, the scores at the real big shows speak for themselves, and that's still what we have to prove. Yeah. Talking about those scores, you've seen the sport come a long way, and you're right in the middle of it evolving still. It was another 4 years to the next Olympics in Rio, and I mean the judges certainly made their point fairly clearly at the Olympics about what they were looking for and what they weren't. Yeah. Where do you envisage and what do you think is the way forward for dressage internationally now?
Roger, I think Stephen Clark's comment about the decision about the gold medal, the individual gold medal and silver medal, was so profound, and it really, I think, puts us on an even better track for the next 4 years. The comment was that we didn't just judge the power, we truly went for the harmony. And I think this was a lot of years where this was the thought, but nobody actually officially said it. Not nearly anybody as important as Stephen Clark. So I just can't thank Stephen enough for really saying it. And I think that needs to be the trend for the next 4 years. And I'm excited and very happy for Adelinde that she actually said in a bunch of interviews, I took this to my heart, and we trained a little bit different, and I saw her test in Odense. It was fantastic. I thought he almost looked better than he did at the games.
Yeah.
So, it's great. it has to trickle down from the top.
Yeah.
It has to. And we as riders have to make the adjustments. The TDs have a bit more authority in the warm-up to say, cut it out.
Yeah.
You're being too rough on your horse. You're doing a movement too long. You're holding a certain frame too long.
Yeah.
And I really take my hat off that the TDs nowadays have the authority to make comments on that. So I'm happy that the sport is going in this direction. More friendly, more horsemanship, more fairness to the horse. That's where it has to be. There's no other way.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I don't think anyone can disagree with that. It's perfectly said. And we wish you luck with Legolas and your trip overseas with him.
Thank you.
And we look forward to the next day here for sure tomorrow. And for the 2 days that have just gone, it's been an amazing experience. And just one quick question about your input about the way that this is organised, the motorbike Ultimate Masterclass with Jonah being involved, and the mental and the physical. You seem to really be enjoying the thoughts, and he seems like such a great guy. He's really switched on about the whole deal.
Yeah, it was great. When I came from the airport, a bit tired, and we picked up Jonah on the same way. Within 5 seconds, we were just throwing ideas back and forth, and it just clicked right away. There are so many ideas that he has, that make perfect sense. Something that I was maybe doing already, but he explained a little bit the neurological function of that. And I'm very, very fascinated and a bit academic about the idea, and love to learn. And the ideas that he had are so great, so straightforward.
Yeah.
And I love the simplicity. That's the way I like to train. But I also very, very big on mental toughness.
Yeah.
And he said so many great things. And I have to admit, I'm the type of person, if I'm not interested in something, I have a hard time really listening to this person. I get very, very easily distracted, and I just could not get enough of what he was saying. I was so focused on the way he said it, the way he explained it, the way he interacted with the riders. And when there was something that was becoming a little too difficult, too complicated, he said, "May I interrupt you? You're making it too complicated." And that's exactly how I like to train. That's how I like to think. We can't turn this into rocket science. And I feel honored to work with Jonah.
Yeah,
looking forward to do it again with him.
Yeah, and it's been absolutely fantastic. And I know not only have you been obviously really enthralled with his work and listening to him, and from the heart it's been like that, but it's been vice versa. I mean, he's sat and watched every lesson for a non-horsey person and focused and concentrated and really absorbed the whole thing. And have someone in our sport in Australia, we're really lucky, aren't we?
Yes.
So I look forward to more of it. It's a fantastic. I think it's a really good way to go, and I'm sure internationally, I think it's going to be a big thing as well.
Great.
So thank you very much indeed for your time,
Thank you.
And good luck with Legolas and everything else. We hope to see you again soon in Australia.
Thanks,
Stefan.